Freedom comes with responsibility and accountability. Many parents have asked me, what if children misuse freedom? When freedom is balanced by responsibility and accountability, it is good. There's Summerhill School in UK, which was started in 1921 on the same principles. They say freedom is not a license. So we give you freedom but not a license. What does that mean? There are some guidelines. So at EBHLE, we are going to ask children to do things that don't hurt themselves. Do things that don't hurt you. What does that mean? That respect yourself. So we are going to have various wardens, an electricity warden, to ensure that electrical points are at such a place that children cannot be exposed to them or play with them, because electricity kills. Same way, we are going to have a fire warden to make sure the children don't have access to fire causing items before they are responsible enough to understand the impact of fire and the dangers of fire. Similarly, we are going to have a water warden. The water warden will see that young children do not come near to close water bodies that could drown them unless there are responsible adults with them. Same way, we are going to ensure that there are wardens that will take care to see that children are not next to sharp objects. So we are going to allow children to work in the kitchen, but we want to make sure that the children are old enough to understand that knife can cut. So in this case, once we do this, we know that children won't do anything that will hurt them. We will allow children to jump off a chair, which won't hurt them, but we would not allow children to jump off a cliff. So there are some guidelines for intervention, but until those situations arise, children have the freedom to expose themselves to challenges. So that is one where we say respect yourself. Next is don't do anything that will hurt others, which means respect others. Just because we give you freedom does not mean that you can slap somebody or hurt somebody. Respect yourself, respect others. So this is again part of the freedom and responsibility balance. Next is forgiving design. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody has succeeded by not doing any mistake. There is a saying, one who does not make mistakes is taking instructions from someone who does. So we want children to learn from mistakes. Very few people make mistakes on purpose. Today, in schools and even in the work environment, mistakes are punished. As a result, children and people are scared to make mistakes. They are living a life of fear. That is really not a life. We want children to live a life that encourages them to try out new things, to take risks and learn from them. So mistakes are the stepping stones to success. For example, I discuss with so many parents that you have been successful because you struggled in life. We have been successful because we struggled in life. It was tough. It was the very struggle that made us successful, that made us learn so much and made us tougher. Then we grow up and we say, oh, our children, they should not struggle. They should have an easy life. And then we say, we gave them so much. We did not let them struggle. Why are they failures? That's because we deprived them of the very struggle that made us successful. We deprived them of the very foundation of success. So my request to all parents, don't deprive your children from struggle. Let them clean their own dishes. Let them do their own beds. Let them clean their own floors, their room. Let them do things by themselves. Let them realize the effort that it takes to sustain themselves. Let them cook in the kitchen. That is important. So that they become independent and are able to survive in the world outside. Don't deprive them of the struggle. So that is called forgiving design. We make mistakes, we don't punish the mistakes. We find ways to correct them. And in the process of correction, the true learning resides. There is a Japanese process called kintsugi. Kin means gold, sugi means joining. So if a ceramic vessel breaks, then they use lacquer and gold dust to join that whole thing together, so that the broken piece which has been put together is more valuable than the original ceramic vessel. Therefore, in life, when we get hurt and we are scars are not the sign of getting hurt. Scars are the sign of healing, and healing is strength. So please don't deprive our children of making mistakes. Let them make mistakes, and together we will learn and find creative ways of solving them. Next is go with the flow. Today, people are asked to meet deadlines. If they don't meet deadlines, then they are punished, just as for homework in school and for work in the office. My question to you, if things don't finish in the time that they were, if we make all our possible efforts, for example, we were trying to do a house completion today, let's say a geodesic dome. We do things from bamboo at the ranch, and we didn't manage to complete it because there was a pet that got ill and we had to rush the pet to the hospital. As a result, that work didn't get done. Does it mean that the world is going to come to an end? Does it mean that we are not going to live to see another day? No. Things will happen. So go with the flow. We are going to live to see another day. Don't pressurize. Under pressure, learning does not happen. Creativity does not happen. Creativity happens when we have freedom and the ability to work at our own pace. So that is important. And therefore, again, respect yourself, respect others, forgive the mistakes and learn from them, and go with the flow. There are really no deadlines in life, though we put our best effort to complete it in the most possible time or the least possible time available to do it in. It's called optimization, not sort of a race thing.